Well, hello there. Just thought I would go live. Decided to make a fire. It's a beautiful night on this Easter Sunday, 2024. So I figured I'll have a glass of cognac and I will sit by the fire a little bit. I really don't have anything to talk about, but why not? I don't know if anybody's around. Everyone's probably with their families, enjoying the end of Easter. But I decided, since it's just me out here with the tree frogs, I'd go live real quick, see what's going on. Hello, Sven. How are you? Nothing really to talk about. Just thought I would go live with my fire. It's such a nice night here in New Jersey. It's about 10 to 8 p.m. And hope everyone had a wonderful Easter. Enjoyed some time with family and friends. And mine was very, very quiet. All we did was have a brunch for me and my immediate family. And I've just been sitting around watching TV. I watched some classic Easter movies, like Greatest Story Ever Told, The Robe I was just watching. I watched the Ten Commandments last night. And King of Kings, I think, comes on at 10 o'clock. But I don't know if I'll be up. So I set my DVR to record that one. It's one of my favorites. Hey, Adam. How are you? I think I like that one the best. Hey, Baywatcher. Good to see you. Nothing really to talk about. No stories tonight. Just me hanging out. And sitting by my fire outside on a very beautiful night. I think the weather's going to turn bad, though, this week. So I was just figured I'd enjoy it while it lasts and see if anyone was around. Don McHugh in the house. How are you, my friend? Well, thank you, Baywatch. Yeah, Adam, we oh, you're about by the fire too? That's awesome. Good. I watched the infamous head shaving. Yeah, I haven't seen Freddie tonight. I don't know where he is. I'm waiting to see Baby soon. You know, April is when usually they show up. The little pups show up towards the end of April, really. So I'm waiting to see them. There should be some. I haven't seen Fiona very often, so I think that she's in the den, probably ready to give birth if she hasn't done so already. So hope everyone had a good Easter. On Native American stories. Yeah, the fox is he is a big component of those stories. You're right. Any type of North American wildlife plays a big part in that. Interesting. Yeah, I know. I saw your breakfast or brunch that you guys were making. That was pretty cool. I made brunch too. My wife and I made brunch, and I made hash browns for the first time, and I think they came out pretty well. I like them. I mean, I've never made them before, but I made them for the first time. I usually get them at a diner or so, but I made them from at home, and they came out pretty well. Had turkey bacon, had hash browns, had eggs over easy, and some French toast. So we hit the gamut this morning with a nice Easter brunch. Don McHugh, no, I have not. I have not. So I'll have to look into that. I don't know that story, so I'll definitely look into that, see what it's all about. Hi, Brian. Yeah, I saw you guys cooking up a storm today. That must have been nice. Looked good. Looked delicious. I'll tell you, the way you guys, Adam and Brian, the way you guys interact is hilarious. You have like the perfect natural comedy sequence between the two of you. You know how to play off of each other. It's pretty cool. Hey, Cinnamon Girl, good to see you. I'm glad you had a great Easter. That's good. Good to hear. And mine was very quiet. I was saying before, we didn't do anything other than have brunch here. I'll put another log on the fire here. And we actually had Easter, I guess. Easter did yesterday because of family obligations. I couldn't be here today, so we had a dinner yesterday. So today was just brunch for us. Yes, that's right. I was thinking the same thing, Don. Abbott and Costello, exactly. They work perfectly together. Yeah, Brian, you couldn't walk. Well, that's the sign of a good meal when you can't walk. I'm just sipping a little cognac. It's kind of a end of the day drink type thing. Tommy Stiggs, how are you, sir? Good to see you. Hope you had a great Easter. No story tonight, just a sitting by the fire type of thing, relaxing. Baywatcher, what's with the skull there? What's that all about? The boxing glove, the skull. Did I miss something today? This is just straight YouTube, Tommy. This is not StreamYard. It's just YouTube on my phone. So no guests or anything like that, just YouTube. I just figured while I was out here sitting by the fire, I would go live. Did you eat bugs? Oh, okay, Baywatcher. Okay, whatever. Emmanuel Spatato, good to see you, my friend. I am, and hope you are having one too. Very quiet one here, as I was saying. Just me and the tree frogs outside. My wife took my daughter back to college, so she drove her back to college today, and just now she left, actually. And it's just me out here. The boys are inside. I don't know what they're doing, but... You can have two live on a regular YouTube stream. I guess I don't know how to do that, but I guess you can. Is that the add button at the bottom? There's an add button there. No, that's something else. That's creator tools. I'm looking at that. That doesn't seem to be it. Let's see. I don't see anything on the phone that gives me the option to do that. Anyway, it's just my phone, so. Yes, Buona Pasquale. Buona Pasqua. Pasqua. I hear that the Yankees are doing very well this year so far. I know it's only been 4 games, but they have won every one of their 4 games, and against Houston, which was a major rival of theirs. So looking good so far this year. I don't know what these symbols mean on the side here. There's a microphone symbol. I guess maybe that's just to mute. I don't know. And there is something that looks like a director's cut slide. There's one of those things. And there's 3 circles all together, and then there's arrows in a circle. So I don't know what they mean. I don't want to touch them and cause some chaos. I don't know. Hello, Maureen. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Happy Easter to you. Nice crew, just sitting out, saying hi to each other, relaxing. I should have brought out the stand because I'm kind of tired already of holding this phone, but whatever, I'm not going to be on long. It is nice out, though, I'll tell you, and I figured I'll take advantage of it while I can, because otherwise it's going to turn, I think it's going to turn cold again, and I heard possible snow, some snow on Thursday, so this is the winter that doesn't want to give up. I don't think the winter was that bad, actually, but it doesn't seem to want to give up this year. Yeah, that's true, Adam. I don't want to do that. Yes, smash the like. Thank you, Baywatcher. Yes, if you guys don't mind, smash the like button. Yeah, so I haven't been, and just so you guys know, I haven't been doing the wine tastings in quite a while. And that's for a couple of reasons. One reason is that YouTube, in its infinite wisdom, decided to demonetize all of my wine tasting videos. And in order to get them remonetized, I have to do a certification on each one of them that says that minors aren't involved. It's this whole ridiculous thing. I don't even understand it. But, like, who needs to deal with that harassment? So that was part of it. And the other part of it is that I've had some issues with, I can't drink wine as much. So I figured I'm not going to do it, for a while. And so, I don't know, every now and then I guess I'll try to do one, but I can't do them consistently because I can't drink wine as much as I would like to. So that's it for that. In terms of the ghost stories, I'm going to continue to do the ghost stories. Obviously, I'm looking for one for Friday, and I want to continue to do those because I really enjoy telling those stories. Yeah, you know what, Don, I could do that. Who would know the difference, right? Oh, this is a very good Cabernet. Yeah, right, Baywatcher. Yes, exactly. So, yeah, I mean, it's just insane, and it's just I don't understand. I don't understand, but listen. It's their platform; they can do what they want to do, but I don't understand them. They don't make sense. So, whatever. Yeah, I did do port. I did port once, Baywatcher. I'm not a fan of port. It's very sweet. it's basically a dessert. From what I'm concerned, it's a dessert wine. So I'm not a big fan of sweetness in wine itself. But there are very good ports out there. I'm just not the guy to judge them because I don't like sweetness in a wine. So anything that I would say would kind of be slurred or skewed against the sweetness. So, and ports are all about sweet. So, but they're a very recognized and renowned form of wine. It's a fortified wine, and a lot of people pay a lot of money for good ports that they drink with desserts. So it's definitely a good wine. I just don't like it. In terms of, yes, I do love cognac. I do love that, and bourbons I do. Scotches I don't really get into scotches that much. But bourbons, yes, and bourbons I like a milder bourbon. I don't like the harsh ones. I like a smoother bourbon. Gets has more of a caramel taste to it. And most of the more expensive ones I've found are a bit harsh, so I really don't buy them or delve into them. I buy pretty cheap bourbon, and I enjoy it. And also, a lot of times I'm using bourbon in an old fashioned. So when you're doing that, it really doesn't matter, what type of bourbon you're using. But my favorite bourbon is something called Evan Williams Small Batch, and it's very hard to find. It's not your regular Evan Williams. It's in a small bottle with a waxed cork, and it's my favorite bourbon, but I can't find it. It's very difficult to find. And cognacs, I don't like any. A lot of the cognacs are too harsh for me too. So I like a specific cognac, Pierre Ferrer, I think is the cognac that I drink. There was also a Canadian version of it. Now, it's stupid to call it cognac because cognac means it's from Cognac, France. But they still call it cognac. It's made in Canada, and it's an excellent, excellent thing. And I forget the name of it, but I've had it. Someone bought it for me for a birthday present one year, and it was fabulous. It's unfortunately very expensive. I think it's $100 a bottle. So I haven't had it since because I don't really spend that much, but it's an excellent cognac or brandy. It should be called a brandy because it's not from cognac. Don, single malts. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people that love Scotch. A lot of people do, and I just never got into them. I guess I could if I started. I started tasting a few. I think I could definitely get into it. I know that there's like those that taste like, there's the smoky ones, right? Smoky scotches, and then there's like the earthy ones, like the peat type of taste to them. Have you had XO? Yeah, I've had that. Yeah. See, that's my little spiel on liquor. I'm not a big, like I said, I don't drink to get intoxicated or drunk. I've never done that. I do it all for the taste. So if something doesn't taste right to me, I'm not going to go to it. It's not my thing. Amarone, yes, Emmanuel. Amarone is wonderful. It's a wonderful wine. That can be sweet at times too, but it's heavy enough. It's strong enough in the sense that the sweetness doesn't overpower it. So I do like Amarone. It's a wonderful wine. Yeah, I could see that, Don. Absolutely. At the cigar, yeah. I don't smoke cigars in the winter at all. I usually do that in the summer, at barbecues outside. That's when I would do that. So I haven't had one in quite a while. I mean, I usually am on the pipe in the in the winter. I really enjoy my pipe, and I mean for tobacco, obviously. Um, I love the vanilla and the cherry flavored tobacco. So I had a nice smoke last night. I had an interesting flavored tobacco. It was, what was it called? It was called Bailey's Irish Cream flavored. It was very interesting. So yeah, so that's what I have to say about that. I don't know what everybody else is doing this evening. I'm just gonna get another stick here for the fire. I don't know what happened. I lost connection there for a second. Yeah, but you don't inhale it, Adam. That's what I don't. I don't inhale it. I know you guys that smoke cigarettes inhale it. Yeah, those corn cob pipe type things. Yeah, I've seen those, Baywatcher. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. I don't have one, but I've seen them in the store. And I gotta go pick up some good tobacco. There's a store about 30 miles from here that I like in Denville, New Jersey, which makes some nice, provides you some fresh tobacco. When I order it online and it gets shipped to me, it's never really good in the sense that it's not as moist and fresh. It's usually in a can and it's usually starting to dry out a bit. So I'm kind of moving away from that, even though it's much cheaper to buy it online and have it shipped to you. But I mean, and I really like pipes because with that type of tobacco, you can smoke it in the house and nobody really knows the difference. It doesn't linger. The smell doesn't linger. Yeah, I mean, Adam, I bought a giant thing of tobacco once. I don't know. It was pretty big. It was pretty big tobacco. When I first bought my pipe, I bought a pretty big bag of tobacco, and I never smoked it. It dried out to the point, before I could smoke it all. It dried out. So I went away from that, and I just buy little pouches. Port Royale tobacco. No, I don't think so. I don't think I've ever had that. Snorting tobacco, right? Yeah, Baywatcher, he was snorting tobacco. Yeah, in Zorro, yes. Yes. Snuff. They used to call that snuff, right? It's tobacco that you'd snuff up your nose. Yep. Yep. And on the Honeymooners, Ed Norton was using snuff the time that he was going to the costume party, and he was dressed like his French hero, who he thought built the sewers of France or Paris, and then found out he condemned him. So, but yeah, he was snorting it. He was snorting, snuffing. He was using the snuff. Yeah, Port Royale. I'll try that, Don. I'll look for it. Well, thank you guys for stopping in unannounced. I didn't plan this. Just decided to go live, so I appreciate you guys hanging out and chatting. Yeah, snorting is foul. I don't get it, Don. I don't get it either. And chewing tobacco is the most disgusting habit I can. I mean, or chaw. Like chewing tobacco and chaw, where they just put it into their mouth, like on their gums, and it sits on their gums, and they have to constantly spit into a can or a bottle. It's the most disgusting thing. I saw that in sports for the longest time, and it's really foul and disgusting. And I never understood how people could do that. And when you're a kid, that like chewing tobacco sounds cool. Oh, I'll chew it. Yeah, it tastes like it's kind of like gum. I'll chat and I'll spit the whole time, but it really isn't. It's really nasty. And then you have to spit, man. You have to. There's no way around it. So you better have something, to spit into. Otherwise, you're going to make a mess wherever you are. And I saw that in baseball, and I saw that in hockey too, believe it or not. It's just, I don't know. Whatever. People do what they want to do, I guess. But anyway, so that's what's happening on this Easter Sunday, 2024. I hope everyone had a great one. You do not spit the Swedish chews? That's interesting, Baywatcher. I never knew that. So you swallow it? Huh. Very interesting. I'm not going to try it, so just so you know, I'm not going to try it. I'm not that interested, but that is interesting to me because I never heard that before. The cut up pizza gain. Well, it's cut up. Well, it's cut up now. It's in the refrigerator. No, but there should be a shot in there at the end where I cut a piece. There should be one in there. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. Spittles. Hey, Big Bones. Good to see you, my friend. No big story or anything tonight. Just out chilling by the fire, relaxing. Unplanned, impromptu type thing. Yeah, Johnny was making comments on my pizza game. He left some comments that are kind of interesting if you want to, the way he does it. He does it a little differently. So if you're interested in that, you might want to check out the comments. Oh, yeah, it could get pretty chaotic, Cinnamon. I get it. You have a bunch of people over. It could get pretty chaotic. Yep. I am suburban, Dawn. I mean, it's farm country, really. I mean, I live in a town in New Jersey that has the most farmland. Now that doesn't say much compared to like the middle of the country, which is all farmland. But for New Jersey, it's pretty country, I guess. It's suburban. It's becoming more suburban, which I don't like. When I first moved here 24 years ago, it was a lot quieter. Now it's a lot noisier. So I don't like that. Too many people. But who knows? It's the way it goes. Unfortunately, I guess. But yeah, the pizza gaina. If you watch that video, you'll see that I do layers. I cut the cold cuts into like some of them I had cut at the butcher, and some of them I did myself. But I did them in layers. A lot of people do blocks of meat in the pizza gain, and I didn't like that. So I did it with layers of thinner meats. So I think that makes a big difference as to what you're going to get, your end product. Most of the time I see the chunks. Like I see the chunks. And another thing people do, which I didn't do, some people mix everything together. Excuse me. They don't layer it. They mix everything together and into the eggs. So they'll scramble up all the eggs and then they'll mix in all of the meat product and then pour it into the batter, into the pie crust, right? That's a different way of doing it than I did it. So I don't know what's better. Hey, Todd Father, good to see you. Nothing's going on here. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, Don. I mean, I have 3 acres, but it's, I would love to have more. I'd love to be farther away from people. That's me. I don't like, I grew up where, with Tommy in basically a city, and I never liked it, even as a kid. So, if I could find, I would love to have like a ranch or a farm or something like that with more acreage. Who knows in the future? I don't know. Todd Father had a little surprise when he was holding those chickens. I don't know if everybody saw that. He got a little present from one of them. A little poop surprise. Yeah, 2 surprises. But yeah, that's what's happening. So Todd Father, I hope you had a good Easter. Yeah, I think that's good luck too, isn't it? Good luck. Get pooped on by a bird. I think they said that, right? They've always said that, superstitious wise. It's a good thing to get pooped on. So, you got some good luck coming your way. Yeah, I know the feeling, Todd Father. I feel it. I feel it myself. I felt it yesterday, man. At the end of the day, because we had our, you weren't here before, but I said we had our dinner yesterday because a family couldn't be here today. So, we had it yesterday, and last night, man, I was so bloated, and I felt like I couldn't move. Ate way too much. I ate like Thanksgiving yesterday. Milking cows. Yeah, well, I don't know about that. I don't know if I want any cows. That seems like a lot of work milking the cows. But I thought about getting some chickens and stuff. But then I got to worry about Freddie and company eating them, killing them and eating them. But I don't know. And goats, I heard, are good too. Like goats are good for milk, right? I've heard that goats are not a big deal, and that you can milk them and get milk that way too. So who knows? I don't know. $30 a pound, mod on. That's crazy. Yeah, the fox will definitely kill them. I mean, I'd have to do. I don't know what I'd have to do. I'd have to have like a special prison for them so that the fox couldn't get in there. I had lamb yesterday, which was very good. That's the thing. You can always eat the lambs, right? But yeah, the lamb can keep those grass down. That's true. You don't need a landscaper if you have lamb, sheep. Oh right, yeah, I can imagine, Todd Father. Yeah, yep. Makes a lot of sense. They don't mix. Well, that's a crazy amount of chickens. If I was gonna have chickens, I'd have like 2 or 3 of them. I don't think I would ever have that many. That's crazy. Don't they produce like an egg a day? Like, what do you do with all those eggs? That means you're getting like 100. All right, let's say some of them are too old to do that, right? So you're probably getting like 50 or 70 eggs a day. What do you do with that? I guess he sells them. A lot of people around here have signs out in front of their houses saying fresh eggs because those chickens are quite popular. And they sell them, and they're not cheap. These people sell their eggs, and they say, "Oh, free-ranged eggs, blah blah blah." $6 a dozen, which is ridiculous. I mean, I bought 36 eggs yesterday for $6, or the day before, because I knew I needed a lot of eggs for the pizzagana and stuff. So I just saw it at Walmart. It was 36 of them for $6. Well, where I am, Baywatch, it is. Yeah, I don't know about most of the state, which the urban areas. I don't think they're in the urban areas, but where I am, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, Todd Father. Do you have a foxtail hanging in your off of your windshield, off of your rear view mirror? Yeah, I can't imagine that at all, Don. I can't imagine that at all. Yeah, these people, they let their chickens roam around, and it's amazing to me that they don't get squashed, and run over by cars and such, but I don't know. In my old house, my neighbor had chickens, and one night, I remember one day going over there and talking to him, and he said, yeah. I said, what happened to that one? He had like a chicken, I forgot what he called it, a Rhode Island red chicken, I think is what he called it. And so what happened was, he had a pen for them and everything, like a place where they would, a whole house for them and a pen and everything. And there were 2 older chickens in there, and the 2 older chickens were pecking at the other chicken all the time. I don't know. I mean, I guess they're hostile, these chickens. And so that chicken would put his head outside of the fence to try to get away from the chickens, and a fox came by and bit off the chicken's head. So he found the chicken in there without a head. So, that wasn't too cool. You saw ostriches? Yeah. I haven't seen any of those around here. I see llamas. People have llamas. Yeah, ostriches. Yeah, I could see that. So anyway, that's what's going on, guys. I see that I've been on for almost 40 minutes, just babbling like a buffoon. Yeah, llamas and alpacas. Alpacas, I see a lot of them too. Anyway, you know what? I saw, I don't know about laughing goats. I saw fainting goats. A friend of mine had them. And if you scare them, they will faint. They'll like get petrified and they'll faint and fall over in front of you. And I think it's like a genetic condition that's in that breed, that their defense mechanism is to seize up and go into like shock if they're afraid of something. So they're called fainting goats. You can look it up. If you're curious, look it up online. You can find it. So anyway, guys, it is 8:30 now, and I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna go inside a little bit But I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by, hanging out, saying hi, shooting the breeze with me. And like I said, I hope you all had a wonderful Easter. And look forward to ghost stories coming up soon. I got to pick one out. The goats have the devil. yeah, I get that. Yep. 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 No, I've heard that. The legend of that. Yeah. Yep. But anyway, thank you so much, guys. Again, happy Easter. What's left of it? You know, you got 4 hours left of it. And hope to see you all guys soon. So thanks so much. ALV checking out. Have a great night, everyone.